this sport is gaining momentum all around the country.
Gonna start a revolution. We're gonna raise the rising tide. We're gonna start a revolution.
Score! Hallie Majorana starts the league in style. The overtime winner for Kenzie Kent.
We're gonna start a revolution.
Dazzle on that shot.
We're gonna blaze the midnight sky. Till the sky burns bright.
It's a special evening for many of the top athletes in the nation. Season 2 of Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse begins in July, and tonight's collegiate draft will add amazing talent to the professional ranks. For these recent All-Americans and national champions, it's their turn to help grow the game, to become teammates with and compete against the best of the best in a sport that remains unlimited. It is great to see you tonight. I am Joe Beninati, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the 2022 Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse College Draft on YouTube. With the league soon to embark on its second season, tonight's the night many of the best players in the nation will hear their names called and be given a professional opportunity that is second to none. Joining me for the draft is Courtney Martinez-Connor, a 5-time national champion at Maryland. Court, you and I had a front row seat to all of the excitement last season. What should we expect to see as Athletes Unlimited takes its next step?
You know, first and foremost, a lot of fast play. That was something that was quite different in terms of the players on the field being physical, more physical than the collegiate game, but a little bit of a different rule format. They have players that are just 10 on the field, so it's getting used to having to run much farther than what they did at the collegiate ranks.
Here we are about to conduct a collegiate draft, and when it comes to lacrosse, what are the qualities in the players that are most impactful with the way Athletes Unlimited approaches the game?
You know, first and foremost, it's about being a team player. You want to make sure that you are helping your team not just win games, but win each quarter. That's how you earn points individually to move up the leaderboard. And it's players who hustle, the little things, getting ground balls, draw controls. Those matter. Making big plays for sure, but also minimizing your mistakes are incredibly important.
All righty then, we are about set to begin. Lots of players out there wondering when and if they'll be hearing their names called. Throughout this draft, the selections will be announced by Athletes Unlimited Player Executive Committee members, standout players, both past and present, along with current college coaches. For our first presenter, we turn the mic over to a former Georgetown All-American netminder and Big East Defender of the Year.
Hi, my name's Maggie Cook, and I'm thrilled to announce the first draft pick in the Athletes Unlimited 2022 draft. An attacker, out of Boston College, number 8, Charlotte North.
Courtney, this #1 overall selection, no surprise. She's an electric performer whose talents are changing the game.
Charlotte has incredible drive. It pushes her to be the best. Every facet of her play, she showcases her skill, not just on the offensive end of the field, but at the draw as well. Her quickness, her wrist strength are what propels her forward. Again, not just at the draw, but on the offensive side. She uses her skill to be able to weave, dodge, move around all of those defensive players, and it's oftentimes not just one, but 2, 3 defenders that she's slicing and dicing.
Just highly decorated, as all the players in this draft will be. The old goalie in me is just fearful of her exceptional release. She is the reigning Tewaaraton Award winner. She's also a finalist for the award that will be given out on Thursday night. Strong and creative, and we have a chance to hear from the #1 pick. Charlotte, congratulations. You are very well versed in receiving honors for your play on the field. What are your initial thoughts about being the first player off the board in this Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse draft?
I'm extremely honored. I'm just very grateful for an opportunity to get to play in this league. I've been a fan since day one. I've watched every game. It's so fast-paced, and it looks like so much fun, so I can't wait to get out there.
Charlotte, you've had such a storied career at Boston College. You know, what will come with you from BC to that next level, whether it's Athletes Unlimited or Team USA? What are those stories that you can tell that'll help propel you to that next level?
It's all about those moments being with your teammates, and I'm just so excited to meet everyone in this league and get a chance to play with them on the field. I mean, there's so many great players that are involved in this league, so many that I've looked up to for my entire career, and I'm very grateful for an opportunity to get to play with them.
Charlotte, thumbs up for another exceptional season at Boston College. We are going to wish you all the very best with Team USA in the World Championships. We look forward to seeing you in the colors of Athletes Unlimited. Thanks for spending some time with us.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
All righty, that's one down, many more to go. For the second selection, we call on an outstanding player from the inaugural Athletes Lacrosse Unlimited season. She's the current assistant coach for national champion North Carolina.
Hi everyone, Emily Peros here. I am so excited to announce the next selection. The next pick is an attacker from North Carolina, Jamie Ortega.
Thank you, Emily. Coach Paros is keeping things in the Tar Heel family. Jamie Ortega is going to attack from anywhere on the field.
Jamie Ortega, she changes direction on a dime. She can roll out of any preliminary dodge with ease, but it's also her ability to time her cuts. Her field vision makes her very lethal as a feeder. She's unbelievable accurately with her passes inside. However, I do love her ability to shoot. And it's not a hard shot, but it's just one that's very well placed. So all of the young players out there, it's not how hard you can shoot, but it's also how well you can place it, and she makes it look easy.
She's hard to read, and I'm glad you mentioned the feeding ability because I think that elevates her game.
She does such a great job of being that dodger, but having her head up and involving all of her teammates around her. You look at her, 4-time All-American. That's not easily done. But again, her play on the field seems so effortless.
No one has ever scored more goals at North Carolina. Let that sink in for a moment. Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse is entirely driven by the athletes. And last summer, they were instrumental in helping us bring fans a greater appreciation for all the communication that goes on at field level. Terrific defenders like Amber McKenzie would regularly take us into the game.
If she has the ball, which I don't think she has, I think Kylie's going to take it. I'm going to play her more conservatively because I don't want to get beat around the crease. But she usually comes this way and tries to drive from this corner.
Sounds good.
So guys, I should have called it in. We're trying to call it in because we were up by 2. So we wanted to kill the clock to 0. So then they only had a minute and a half to go, even if we missed. Does that make sense? Just so we can win the quarters. Yeah, Kelly! Let's start with you, girlfriend. Way to fight. Way to fight. Way to fight. Here we go. Yes, here we go. Here we go. There we go. Let's go. Ooh. We need that. Great job, guys. Hey, great job. Shayna MVP. Let's go. Guys, myself included, I got to do it like Sam was just back because they were offsides. I was like yelling about it. They said they're not going to call it if the time's not going to reset.
Just say advantage.
Yeah, exactly. Because then we we would acknowledge it. We would slow down.
Right.
And even if it's 60, like
what if they get the ball back?
Exactly.
Those into the game features from last year. I mean, we had a great time doing the games regardless, all the way through, but those into the game features stood out. The players were so cooperative.
You know, it's being able to communicate with your teammates on the field that's key. Chemistry is formed in those instances, and obviously we saw from Amber that she did a great job of that, getting everyone involved in communicating with one another.
Sure, with a whole lot of chatter going on, fun and educational to hear the players conversing like that. And joining us now is the Players Executive Committee co-chair, Amber McKenzie. Amber, we love it when you get chatty on the field. Please think back to last summer. What were your reflections on the inaugural season of Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse?
Yes. Well, the camaraderie, competition, and talent of our players last year was amazing. We had 58 women who were and are so passionate about growing the sport of lacrosse. And we're so excited for the future generations and to be here tonight watching this draft live.
Amber, you're a veteran lacrosse player. Obviously, you've trained for a lot of seasons throughout the years. But how is training for Athletes Unlimited different for you, especially with having 2 young ones at home?
Yes. Well, there's a lot of time spent on the field and on the treadmill downstairs. And the boys sort of just go along with me and go along with my training. And I have to be short and concise about what I'm doing and make sure that I'm on top of it every single day.
All righty, Amber. We're going to put you to work now. Nowhere near as difficult as chasing around your two sons, Storm and Bolt. We appreciate your joining us. Please let us know which player will be number 3 in the 2022 draft.
Yes, well, for the next selection, the selection's a defender from the University of North Carolina, Emma Trenchard. Welcome, Emma.
Emma Trenchard is the pick. And Courtney, I watched her footwork against Charlotte North in the national championship game. She's a tremendous one-on-one defender.
When you look at Emma on the field, she's everything that you want in a defender. She's fast from point A to point B. It enables her to clear the ball with ease, but her feet, they are so good. They are quick. She gets low. She shuffles quickly. She changes direction. She is strong. You need defenders to take ownership of their space, whether it's to match muscle for muscle or to draw a charge for the offensive player.
I know we're always looking for comparisons, and this is a 3-time first-team All-American, but she reminds me so much of another Athletes Unlimited standout, Ella Simpkins. I think the similarity in their mannerisms on the field is uncanny.
They are both quick. They were quick. Ella had a great draftee campaign last year in the first season of Athletes Unlimited, and I do expect for Emma Trenchard to have the same type of season. They're used to playing against top competition, and when you do that and then step onto the field at Athletes Unlimited, you see many of those ACC opponents.
Yeah, I want you to take some time with me and field this question. What are the biggest challenges for college defenders as they get set to work against top flight and national team players?
Well, first and foremost, everyone is amazing in Athletes Unlimited, right? They are truly the best of the best. And to step from the collegiate ranks to the ranks of Athletes Unlimited, it's about the quickness, which they're kind of used to, but it's a few steps above. But most importantly, they actually have a slight advantage defensively. No longer are there 3 seconds or shooting space calls that they have to worry about, and that actually helps them out a bit. And you can be a little bit more physical on the field, which is important as a defender. You are entitled into your space, and you want to make sure to hold your ground versus those tough attackers.
In year 1 of Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse, every goal you scored was worth as much as every caused turnover you made. Did you see defenders getting out of position, maybe going helter-skelter after trying to make these takeaway checks, or was everybody in form?
You know, I think a few times they understood that if you're going to go for the interception, there's not as many players on the field to be able to back you up. So we saw that a few times, and then at one point they realized, again, the team play, the quarter-by-quarter win, and then ultimately that overall win at the end of the game. You could add more points in that direction than you could, per se, the 12-point cause turnover.
It's time for us to shift gears and get set to announce pick number 4 in the Athletes Unlimited College Draft. That selection, the top gun for the Terrapins, Aurora Cordingley. Courtney, Miss Cordingley is a very versatile difference maker on the turf.
Aurora did a great job. She stepped into such a storied program, University of Maryland, after being a transfer from Johns Hopkins. And she didn't just settle with being a good player, but she elevated her game. She said being at Maryland gave her the freedom to try new things, to go outside of her comfort zone and really take that leadership role. Her quickness, her stutter steps, her ability to really tiptoe around that goal circle is what separated her from her play in past years.
We see Meg getting set to join us, but I'm not sure if she's just ready just yet. Meg, there you are. Hi.
Hey, sorry about that. How you doing?
Not a problem at all. We know that this is going to be a really busy summer for you. Purple, gold, blue, orange. Those are the Athletes Unlimited colors that you're going to be wearing, as well as the red, white, and blue for Team USA. How's the preparation coming along for the national team with the World Championships coming up in late June?
I mean, we're so excited. Next week, we're getting together as a group to compete with USA and train prior to the start of our tournament on June 29th. We're excited and thrilled to have it be hosted in the U.S. and another opportunity to compete wearing the red, white, and blue. I'm thrilled.
Meg, tell us about the mental health awareness game, which is showcasing Team USA versus Athletes Unlimited.
Yeah, that's happening next week. I mean, it's a great cause, and it's just something that we need to raise awareness for, and it's just a great opportunity for us as Team USA, Athletes Unlimited, to come together and bring awareness to mental health for all ages. And It's really important that we get to share this message amongst everyone playing sports and lacrosse, and especially for the younger generation. So anything we can do to help.
Meg, next week, I need to get that on my calendar.
That's right. Yes, you do.
You snuck that game in on me. We appreciate it very much. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. We wish you all the very, very best.
Thank you so much.
So Aurora Cordingley, as we think back, I love the way she almost bounces on the turf. She's got such a soft touch around the goal, but I would imagine for defenders, she's got to be awfully difficult to cover. She's almost spring-loaded around the cage.
She's the Energizer Bunny for sure. It's her knack to act like she's doing nothing. She's bouncing, she's moving from one play to the next. It's as if she's going to pass the ball. And then next thing you know, she turns on the speed to the goal. And I think that's what that deception for her that played very well in her transition over to the ACC conference.
Stepping right into the professional ranks can be a daunting challenge, even for the best college players. Kayla Wood made that jump last summer, and she did it in style. Here, Kayla reminds us of how the North Carolina program was vitally important to her success.
Obviously playing D1, it's very competitive as it is, but UNC was one of the top programs, and we had a lot of the best players, not even just the people who played on the field on game day, but also at practice too. It's just an incredibly competitive environment. And I think that really prepared me here because I'm also playing with the best of the best here as well. And I think it really helped me get through a lot of adversities, and I think it also really prepared me mentally for the high caliber play here as well.
Courtney, there were 3 players taken in the 2021 college draft a year ago who wound up placing in the top 20 on the final leaderboard, none more prominently than Wood.
Kayla Wood, she showed her dominance right from the start with getting that very first draw control and being just a fresh player right out of college, heading into Athletes Unlimited. She did a great job of being at the top of the leaderboard, becoming a captain for the next few weeks, and not just showing that she has the abilities on the field, but that she could lead a team, and that's very hard for such a young player to do.
I think it was great for those youngsters to show up as brightly as they did in season number 1. Let's get to pick number 5 of tonight's college draft, announced by the outstanding young defender, Kayla Wood.
Hello everyone, I'm Kayla Wood. I'm a defender and I graduated from the University of North Carolina, and I'm super stoked to announce the next draft pick. For our next selection, we have a goalkeeper from the University of North Carolina, Taylor Moreno. Taylor is an absolute beast and a brick wall in the cage and a true enjoyment to watch. Can't wait to have her out on the field with us this year. Go Heels.
An absolute beast, and she means that in a really good way. Kayla, thanks. Moreno, the first goalkeeper selected. Court, she's recognized for all that maturity on the field.
Taylor Moreno, she's an absolute specimen of a goalkeeper. Her main job clearly is to save the ball, just as any goalie does, but it's her ability to save those unsavable shots. That's what separates her from other keepers. She makes countless 1v1 saves. She really holds her position in goal and explodes to the ball, but her reaction so incredibly quick as well. She corrals that ball anytime around that goal circle, and she makes sure to get outlet passes as quick as possible and start the transition.
This national champion netminder, Court, doesn't shy away from the spotlight. She's usually at her best in the big games.
And that was on display this past weekend. North Carolina walking away with the national championship, and she had some huge saves in a very tight and close game.
Goalies racked up big point totals in Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse last summer. 3 of the top 5 on the final leaderboard were netminders: Kaylee Waters, Katie Glynn, and Britt Reed, and we know that Taylor Moreno has that kind of talent. We are 5 picks into the 2022 draft, and if you jumped on board with us a little late, allow us to summarize. Courtney, we didn't have to wait long to hear the name Charlotte North.
Charlotte North, no surprise there that she was leading the draftees this year. And then you have a pair of UNC national champions in Jamie Ortega, Emma Trenchard. Aurora Cordingley, again out of Maryland, another national power. They also played during national championship weekend. And then one more Tar Heel to add to the mix, Taylor Moreno.
The athletes of Athletes Unlimited, thrilled to welcome these newcomers on board.
What's up, everybody? Izzy McMahon here. I just want to congratulate you guys all on being drafted into Athletes Unlimited. It's going to be an awesome time going into season 2. Can't wait to see you guys in Maryland. See you soon.
Congrats to all these amazing players and welcome to Athletes Unlimited.
Congratulations, welcome to Athletes Unlimited.
Congratulations and welcome to Athletes Unlimited.
Welcome to Athletes Unlimited.
Congratulations, welcome to Athletes Unlimited. We're so excited to have you and can't wait to play.
56 players when all is said and done for Athletes Unlimited in Season 2. And for the 6th pick in this draft, we're welcoming in the athlete who placed 2nd overall on the final leaderboard last summer. Goalkeeper Kaylee Waters was tremendous in her Athletes Unlimited debut. Kaylee, you've been busy with the coaching staff of your alma mater, the newly crowned national champion North Carolina Tar Heels. What's been your role under Jenny Levy?
Hey, everyone. I was lucky enough to be a volunteer assistant this past season, and I got to have my hands on everything. Work with the goalies, learn the defense, play the defense for scout team, follow Phil Barnes around, learn a lot from him, and the other coaches were a great time. Kerrigan, Emily, Jenny, really loved being part of it.
Kaylee, looks like you were having fun out there on the field, being one of the coaches in the national championship this weekend. Congrats to you. When we're talking about Athletes Unlimited and the experience that you had as a player last year, what's the best advice that you can give these draftees?
Definitely just enjoy it. It's a lot of lacrosse, but it's really fun to play with different people because it elevates your game and makes you better and pushes you. So enjoy every minute of it.
Kaylee, we wish you very well on all your endeavors this summer. We've kept people in suspense long enough. Please let us know who's going 6th in this collegiate draft.
All right, for our next selection, the pick is a midfielder from the University of Connecticut, Sydney Watson.
Kaylee, thanks. Courtney, the league loves two-way midfielders. Judging by this past season with the Huskies, Sydney Watson might shine as a pro.
Sydney is super competitive. She excels all over the field, as you mentioned. She is a true two-way midfielder. Her athleticism, it's going to translate very well into Athletes Unlimited. She is going to be able to use her draw circle capabilities as well. She does a great job at both ends, like I had mentioned, but I do expect for her to continue to be that role model, that leader on the field for Athletes Unlimited.
All-American midfielder, and those we speak with regularly, Court, say she can handle just about any defensive assignment. Remember, caused turnovers are worth 12 points in this league. I'm just saying. Sydney and all of her friends with Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse will strive for excellence on the field, and while they do so, they're raising money for causes near and dear to their heart. Athletes Unlimited softball player Jasmine Jackson tells us more about this very special program.
The game is not the only thing we have passion for. And it's certainly not the only thing we have to fight for. Athletes Unlimited and Give Lively have partnered to build a program called Athlete Causes. Now, our athletes are empowered to bring the game they love and the causes they believe in together. At the end of each season, the bonus earned by each athlete is matched by 50% from the Give Lively Foundation and donated to the organization of their choice. The Athlete Causes program contributes over $150,000 across various charities each season, and that number keeps growing. The causes that matter to us off the field and the court now matter on too.
Surrounded by a host of outstanding players last summer, Sam Apuzzo and her incredible goal-scoring ability climbed all the way to the third-place finish in Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse in 2021. She's so good at presenting a target for passers, and her catch and release ability, as you can tell there, is excellent. We welcome Sam to tonight's draft festivities. Big shooter, we can tell and recognize right away just how important and how unique the Athlete Causes program was last season. please describe the level of importance it holds for you and everybody connected to the league.
Yeah, I think the Athletes Causes program is an incredible program that allows our athletes to really develop as civic leaders along with everything else that it offers. Last season, I had such an incredible opportunity to play for the Headstrong Foundation. It was such a great experience to be able to play for something so much bigger than just lacrosse and be able to raise money for a great foundation.
Sam, you talked about your specific cause. Can you let everyone inside of the different causes that teammates that you have had and what that meant for them as well?
Yeah, I think it's really unique that we are all allowed to pick what's most important to us, whether it's a foundation or a specific cause. I think it's a lot of people did Team Impact, Friends of Jacqueline, and I think everyone loves and has such a connection with each of their causes and makes it that much more special when you're playing throughout the season.
Sam Apuzzo, great to see you. Thanks for sharing your insights with us. We appreciate the busy summer that you have ahead, but we have to ask you one favor right now. Please tell us who's number 7 overall in the Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse College Draft.
Of course. For our next selection, the pick is a defender from Boston College, Courtney Taylor.
So it's from one Courtney to another. This Courtney, a playmaking battler on the defensive end.
Courtney Taylor, she did a great job of stepping into the reigning national champion from 2021. It might seem like a hard task, but she did it seamlessly. Coach Acacia Walker-Weinstein eyed her up from the season prior when she played on Charlotte North and did a great job defensively. And so looking for a defender, a graduate person to step into that role and be a leader on the field, Courtney Taylor did just that for that team.
Her college career started at Temple, where she was also terrific as an All-American. Everybody notices that long blonde braid of hers, but what else should we look for if she decides to turn pro?
You know, she has great anticipation on the field. She causes a lot of turnovers. She tracks the ball well off of the draw circle, and she's very explosive when moving for the ball at the draw, but ultimately it's her ability to clear the ball easily. She has great stick work. I do expect for her game to translate well at Athletes Unlimited, simply because I see her becoming one of those midfielders who can score a goal in transition.
Well, if you're going to play well in Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse, you better be prepared to run. Sure, the field dimensions are a touch smaller, but you have to be able to cover a lot of ground, and few can do it as well as Marie McCool, who is set to join us right now.
Marie, thank you so much for joining us. You have a big summer ahead of you, obviously, with Athletes Unlimited as well as World Lacrosse Championships. How do you manage to balance it all?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited about this summer. I think that a lot of us have been waiting for this moment for 5 years now. It's been 5 years, believe it or not, since the last World Cup. So I think just making sure that, you know, we're all leaning on each other. And, you know, I think we all motivate each other to do the work that we know we need to do on our own. I think not being able to have a college team anymore, we really need to make sure that we're doing our workouts and preparing as much as possible for this summer. So really excited to get back out there with my teammates.
Marie, we're always glad to chat with you and learn more about the game from you. Best wishes for a busy next couple of months with Team USA and Athletes Unlimited. Can you please do us the honor of letting everybody know who number 8 will be in this collegiate draft?
Yes. As a former Carolina teammate, current national team teammate, and former coach of this player, I'm super excited to announce the next pick in the Athletes Unlimited draft, midfielder from University of North Carolina, Ali Mastriani.
Obviously, Marie, when it comes to great Tar Heel midfielders, it takes one to know one. Mastriani, extremely reliable, Courtney, and she's a draw control expert.
Another two-way midfielder. She is probably one of the best in the country. Her speed is one of her biggest assets. She runs by opponents, creating opportunities in transition, but it's her slipperiness inside that critical scoring area. She is able to bob and weave, all while making sure that she has her head up, her ability to shoot on the run, protect from crashing defenders. She is truly the full package.
No doubt about that. great between the 30s and the collegiate game, and you would imagine between the 2-point arcs in the pro game. With that selection, Mastriani, we notice a repeat from last summer's draft. She's the 4th different North Carolina player to be selected, just like last year at this time. The Tar Heel program has been a flagship one for the NCAA. Courtney, what makes them so good in Chapel Hill?
It's the championship mentality. You know, when you practice every day, and the coaches at North Carolina have talked about this, you almost want your games to be easier. When they battle on the field with one another day in, day out, it's going to create that tough mentality. It's going to create that champion mentality, which they all have. And it's not surprising that then they went on to win the national championship this year.
The first summer was a lot of work for everyone connected to the Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse program, but it was worth it. The play on the field was incredible. The professionalism off the field, extremely noteworthy. It all has us wondering what these great players will do for an encore in season 2.
How do you measure the success of a season, a sport, a league? Is it the bumps and bruises? The triumph or defeat? The moments that take your breath away?
She scored! Behind the back!
Or is it the people? The people that endure it all and still come back for more.
Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse is built upon a foundation where the players are the leaders and the decision makers. 56 players will be taking to Bill Tierney Field at the home of USA Lacrosse in Sparks, Maryland for Athletes Unlimited action in the summer of 2022. One of those will be Lindsay McCone, a member of the Players Executive Committee. Lindsay, it is kind of you to join us. You look like you had a great time playing in the league last summer. What are your hopes for making Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse better the second time around?
Yeah, we're super pumped about it. Season 2 this summer is packed full of lacrosse, and we are just adding to it. Season 2 will take place from July 21st through August 14th, all at USA Lacrosse headquarters in Baltimore. And we're super pumped that every single game will be broadcasted live exclusively on ESPN platforms. We have 42 athletes already signed on to compete, including 11 players who are playing in the World Lacrosse Women's Championships, and tickets are on sale now at auprosports.com. So we are so excited about the draft and all the new players that will be joining us this season.
Lindsay, as a player from last year, what's the best advice that you can give new players, these draftees, on how to move up the leaderboard in Athletes Unlimited?
Well, every single week is different because you're playing on a different team with different people. So I think just being so open to all these different styles of play, learning from every single person on the field. We're the best of the best. And that's the way to move up on the leaderboard, is really just playing as a team and learning to get to know your teammates as quickly as you possibly can, because you have to play 3 games with them 3 days after being drafted onto their team.
Lindsay, we can't wait to see you flying around out on the field there pretty soon. Thanks for joining us tonight. Don't go away just yet, but please do tell us who the 9th pick in the college draft will be.
For our next selection, the pick is an attacker from Northwestern University, Lauren Gilbert.
Court, we knew the Wildcats would be well represented in this draft, so we just happened to have a camera standing by on campus at Northwestern University in Chicago. There are the Wildcats reacting to the news. The party's going to get started with the selection of Lauren Gilbert, a great leader. Some people have said she's the heartbeat of that team.
Now, there is not a faster player in women's lacrosse, period. Lauren Gilbert, she has breakaway speed. She goes from 0 to full speed immediately. Has one of the quickest takeoffs that I've ever seen at the 8-meter. She's always protecting her stick so very well. She can move either left or right, but it's that first step that she has that often fakes her defenders out. It's that little jab and then the explosive moves toward cage, which does her well on the field, and that's able to give her points each and every game.
Another first-team All-American, aren't they all, in this draft? It just seems that way. It's a first step that's quicker than a hiccup. She should fit in very, very well with Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse. Miss Gilbert, congratulations. We know you've just finished up in the NCAA tournament. Where is your excitement level right now for having the chance to compete against the best of the best in the pro ranks?
Yeah, I mean, I'm super excited. Obviously, there's so many incredible players in this league, so I'm really excited for an opportunity to keep competing and play the game I love.
Lauren, what advice can you give young fans as they're looking to elevate their game and maybe they don't live in a traditional hotbed of lacrosse?
Yeah, I mean, I think when you're excited about what you're doing and you work hard, really anything's possible. So, I think just working hard, getting out on the field, doing stuff on your own whenever you can, and just looking for opportunities to get better. I think, like I said, anything's possible when you're willing to do that. So,
Lauren, we appreciate your making time for us tonight. You got a lot of cheering section behind you, as we can tell. Best of luck to you as the summer plays out.
Thank you.
Just about time for us to find out who our next selection will be. Pick number 10 in the Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse draft. And we've asked Lindsay McCone to stick around, so it appears like we may be focused on the Windy City again. Lindsay, you were a top-flight Wildcat in your days at Northwestern. Please do give us the lowdown on pick number 10.
For our next pick, the pick is a midfielder from Northwestern University, Jill Girardi.
Here we go. So Jill Girardi, a popular choice at midfield. Courtney, all business end to end.
Jill is a beast in the middle of the field. She has a great scoring knack as well. But I expect for her Athletes Unlimited play to be between the lines. She does a great job of doing the dirty work, especially at the draw control. She's tough on defense. She wreaks havoc in the middle of the field, but obviously she can score as well.
She set a single-season Northwestern draw control record during this recently completed season. You can earn a bunch of leaderboard points if that continues in Athletes Unlimited. 4 times during the season, the Big Ten Midfielder of the Week.
Jill is the type of player that I think we could see at the top of the leaderboard early. Again, it's doing all the work all over the field, but she has the ability to lead her team again when it's between the 30s into those quarter-by-quarter wins, which then translates into points for everyone.
Jill Girardi, pick number 10, back-to-back Wildcats in this Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse draft. And it's almost time for us to move on to pick 11. But before we do that, we want to recap the top 10 for you from tonight. Court, first page, plenty of firepower at the top of this draft.
When you look at this, Charlotte North, she was the obvious pick, but then we have 3 UNC players all within the top 5. Round that out with another player who is playing in championship weekend out of Maryland, and that's your top 5. They were all playing this past weekend.
Let's take a peek at numbers 6 through 10. Anybody special stand out and getting your attention?
You have to talk about Ali Mastriani. She is going to be representing the red, white, and blue this summer. Just out of college, a recent graduate, and she is playing for the World Championships.
All of those newcomers set to hear the congratulations of the existing members of Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse.
Hey grads, welcome to Athletes Unlimited. Can't wait to have you on board.
Congratulations and welcome to Athletes Unlimited.
Congratulations, welcome to Athletes Unlimited.
Congratulations on being drafted to Athletes Unlimited. We can't wait to have you on board.
Welcome to the family. We're so excited to have you and can't wait to make more memories with you guys.
Congrats, draftees, and welcome to Athletes Unlimited.
All of these welcomes and congratulations coming from really nice places. We need to go on set. And I don't mean this set. We need to go on location. That's even better. We're going to get back on track, though, with this draft. Britt Reed, fantastic in goal last season during the inaugural season of Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse. She placed 5th on the final leaderboard. Today we find her in London, preparing to play with Team England in the upcoming World Championships, and she delivers pick number 11.
Hello, Athletes Unlimited fans. I'm so excited to announce the next pick of this college draft. The next pick is a goalkeeper. from the University of Pittsburgh, Paulina DeFata. Congratulations, Paulina.
Thank you very much, Britt. Courtney, DeFata's grad school season at Pitt was remarkable.
She did a great job of stepping into a team with a lot of experience, even though they were a brand new program. She showed that she can play against the quick, the finesse shooters of the ACC. So I think she'll see a lot of that again in Athletes Unlimited. She's a super athletic goalie. She gets involved in the defense on the clearing game. She is a captain, a leader on the field, super vocal. And I expect for her to be game ready in Athletes Unlimited. This is her style of play.
They say she plays with a lot of personality. Some would say she practically willed her Panthers to win games in the ACC during this season. She's used to facing a heavy workload of shots, so she'll get that and more in Athletes Unlimited.
She set a record 19 saves in their game versus Louisville, another ACC opponent. So again, she sees those top shots, and that's the same type of shot she's going to see in Athletes Unlimited. A lot of ACC players in this league, as well as Big Ten.
See what she does with that fiery personality. We are right around the corner now from making it an even dozen of college drafts welcomed into the fold with Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse. That 12th selection will be unveiled by one of the greatest to ever play the game. She won 4 national championships during a record-setting playing career at the University of Maryland. She's been the outstanding head coach at Loyola University of Maryland since 2009.
Hi everyone, Jen Adams here, and I'm so excited to make this announcement in the AU College Draft. The next selection is an attacker from Loyola University, Maryland, Livy Rosenzweig.
Jen, thanks very much for your help. Libby's a player that she knows very well, Courtney, an attacker with 2 different 100-plus point seasons.
Livy is so strong on the field. She is a quality dodger. She's not a tall player, but she uses her physicality to get around many of her defenders. She's not just a shooter. She has vision to feed off of her dodges. She is a big threat, not just behind the goal cage, but she likes to maneuver around, catch her defenders off guard. But she can explode when dodging in transition because she takes the draw as well. And she is a true specialist, learning from the best in her assistant coach, Dana Doby.
Patriot League Attacker of the Year, Patriot League Tournament MVP, highly decorated as all of these draft picks are.
As you look at her, 5-time Inside Lacrosse All-American, many players again in that 5th grad year, obviously due to COVID, but they excelled above and beyond, I think, what any of the coaches were looking for. You expect for them to be better and better, but lead how they did, not just for their team, but amongst the best in the country.
She plays with an amazing passion for the game, so she should be right at home in Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse. Let's move on. We continue with the 2022 Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse College Draft. It's time to give Central New York its due recognition. Here to make the announcement of pick number 13, we turn the microphone over to another record-setting points producer during her playing days, a time when she was very fond of the color orange.
My name is Katie Rowan Thompson, and I am the head coach at University at Albany. I am thrilled to be part of the 2022 Athletes Unlimited Draft. For our next selection, the pick is an attacker from Syracuse University, Emily Harris-Chuck. Congratulations, Emily.
Katie, thanks for helping out tonight. Harris-Chuck, a force for you at Syracuse. Courtney, she sees the game so well.
Emily is such an explosive dodger. I'd say she didn't have the season that I know she was hoping for in 2022, but she is an absolute force on the field. She uses her size, her strength to bull dodge through and in and around defenders. I think Athletes Unlimited is going to be her breakout time, coming back from that season-ending injury in 2021. Double teams are often sent to her. So when I say that she is a finisher around that goal circle, she's throwing in not just 1, 2, but sometimes 3 fakes, making sure that it's a quality shot put on cage that scores a goal for her team.
Really good leader, powerful dodger, and you mentioned it, she battled back from injury. She's always had a great mind for the game. I think power players tend to shine in Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse.
They do. It's a very physical game, and she's not one to shy away from contact being made. Just about every single game that I watched her play this spring, she was being pushed, knocked to the ground, and not necessarily a call being made for a foul. So she's going to be comfortable with those defensive players pushing on her, but her still finding a way to put the ball in the back of the net.
We have just 2 draft selections remaining in the 2022 version. All of us are looking forward to working with everyone connected to the league, including its partners at USA Lacrosse and ESPN. All 24 games this season will be live on ESPN platforms and the family of networks. Should be a great time for lacrosse lovers around the country. For pick number 14 in this draft, we'll be leaning on another member of the Players Executive Committee, co-chair goalkeeper Mira Shane joining us right now, otherwise known as DJ Miracle. Mira, it's great to see you.
What's up, everyone? It's great to see you.
I had a feeling you might be saying that. You know, the organizers and the founders of Athletes Unlimited, very civic-minded, right? They're very appreciative of how you and your teammates participate in their efforts. Can you please let us know a little bit more about the effort to grow the game that's called All Access?
Totally. I think All Access is one of my favorite parts about Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse right now. This program is really all about diversity, equity, and inclusion within our sport and really growing the game and what it's going to look like in the future. We've been working with local organizations all the way from here in New York City, where I'm at, Boston, to Baltimore, to Philly, to serve underserved communities, reach out to these kids, mentor them, and just have an all-around great time. So it's been fantastic, and I can't wait for the future.
Mira, you have quite the personality. I think that so many people can relate to. Tell us a little bit more about your DJing skills. I know we saw it during games last year when you weren't playing. Oftentimes you were from the field into the stands, but what's that passion for music from?
Totally. I think it just comes from within, comes from my heart. You know, I always have a little vocal percussion beatboxing happening. So as long as I can bring my passion to my teammates and a little bit of extra spice and energy to Athletes Unlimited, everybody's just so supportive of my side hustles and projects. And so it's just really lovely to be a part of a community that accepts me for the musician that I am, and the lacrosse player as well. So happy to do it again, season 2.
Mira, you know that Courtney and I both think that you're destined for a broadcast booth somewhere down the line. Let's not keep the players hanging too long. Who's the 14th pick of this college draft?
Let's do it. The 14th pick, defender from Northwestern, the Wildcats, Ali Palermo. Let's go. Welcome to the league.
Mira, thank you. Don't go too far away. Thanks for chipping in with a pick. It's Ali Palermo, Courtney, and you know, when we think of her, I don't think she gets enough credit for what she did in Chicagoland area.
Another Northwestern player, courtesy of Long Island. She's small, but she is tough. She is feisty on the field. She's a defender who excels at ground balls, and that's all about hustle. She is superb, has a good instinct for the ball. She's another one of those players who I think her play will translate well into Athletes Unlimited. Although we did see a lot of zone from Northwestern throughout the season, I do think that she's going to shine on the defensive end because in Athletes Unlimited last year, we saw a mix of man-to-man as well as zone.
I know she's a smaller athlete, but that doesn't stop her from being extremely aggressive.
Oh, not at all. She is not afraid to make contact, and any player who has that aggressive style of play, who is on the hands of their attacker, they do well in Athletes Unlimited. Again, it's a more physical game. The referees allow the girls to play a bit. There's not as many whistles, and it's more exciting for the fans.
I think her speed is definitely her calling card. She's laser locked on playing good defense. One heck of an athlete. Ali joins us right about now. Ali, size has rarely, if ever, been an issue for you defensively. Do you see that continuing to be the case in the pro ranks?
Yeah, I think definitely, like, my size, like, that's a lot of sometimes what people focus on, but I think that in this league, I'm just going to continue to play my game and use my speed to my advantage.
Ali, being a smaller athlete, again, you do not shy away from the aggressiveness, but can we expect to see you scoring some goals, maybe having some assists in this league?
Yeah, I mean, I've only had 2 goals at Northwestern, but I'm definitely looking forward to, using my speed to get into the offensive end and score some more goals.
I like it, Allie. Be greedy. We'll be rooting for you. We'll be rooting for you. Thanks very much for spending some time with us.
Thank you.
It is time to bring the curtain down with pick number 15, and Mira Shane returns. We thank you for helping us round out our draft coverage, Mira. We wish you many big saves later in the summer. Before you run off, let everyone know who the 15th and final pick is in the Athletes Unlimited College Draft. And then, for one of the few times ever, Mira was speechless. That never happens. Mira Shane speechless. Never would that happen. Whoa! Let's move along. We'll make the pick for Mira. Number 15, right? Of 15 tonight in the 2022 collegiate draft. It's Ariel Weissman of the University of Michigan. Hail to the victors, the Wolverine netminder, and she will play bigger than she is in the goal.
Ariel has such a great mentality for a goalkeeper. She is a great teammate. Her coaches described her as a fire starter. She is an absolute standout in the net. She had countless 10-plus saves during the 2022 season. She definitely has a unique style in the goal cage, but one that she owns. She knows what she wants, and she looks out to accomplish those goals with her active and vocal style in the cage.
First bullet point right there, 2-time team captain. They loved her leadership qualities in maize and blue. We look forward to seeing her operate at Tierney Field in Sparks, Maryland, when Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse rolls into Season 2, starting on July 21st. It'll be here before you know it.
Absolutely. I look forward to all of these players stepping on the field. I think each of them are going to bring something new, exciting to the game. Obviously, the players have watched last season. However, every season there's something new. We have some new rule changes this year that I think the players are going to benefit from.
All righty, it's time for us to recap. There were 15 selections tonight. The all-world talent that is Charlotte North would be number 1 overall for very good reason.
Charlotte North, again, we talk about her, but her play is generational, brand new talent that everyone wants to play like Charlotte. We look at 2 players from UNC, Jamie Ortega, Emma Trenchard, done an outstanding job for North Carolina. Aurora Cordingley from Maryland, a Big Ten player. And then rounding it out, another UNC player in goalkeeper Taylor Moreno.
Fast forwarding, Sydney Watson out of UConn, the only player in the top 10 that did not play at the recently concluded NCAA championship weekend. She went 6th.
No, but that just says her level of play. She is a two-way midfielder who can play with every single one of these top talents. And despite the fact that they all were playing during championship weekend, she has the speed and the athleticism to do so as well.
Taylor, Mastriani, Gilbert, Girardi, they all have bright futures ahead. Goalies would start and finish the last 5 picks of the draft. Paulina DeFatta had a whale of a season for upstart Pitt Panthers.
When you look at each and every one of these players, the 2 that stand out to me, Livy Rosenzweig, Emily Harris-Chuck, they are just powerful Dodgers, and they're exciting to watch on the field. So expect them to do well in Athletes Unlimited.
Rosenzweig, Harris-Chuck, Palermo, and then ultimately Ariel Weissman, the goalie for Michigan, taken at 15. Courtney, this was a blast for me to once again be working with you tonight. Where do your final thoughts land on this draft?
Oh my goodness. I think the fact that we have talented players who are fast, right? But each and every year, somehow they manage to get faster, stronger, more physical on the field, and then their skills just move from one year to the next. I don't know how they're able to do the things with their sticks that they can do, especially Charlotte North, but they manage to do so with a lot of practice time, and the fact that they will be stepping out on the field with new teammates each and every week. They heard from their possible future teammates on how to get things done, and that's with practicing, embracing one another. I'm excited to see what they do and how the mixes of players come together with each and every captain.
Looking forward to saddling up with you again in July. Just one final reminder, Season 2 of Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse, it begins on July 21st, 4 weeks with 3 days of doubleheaders making up the campaign. It all plays out on Bill Tierney Field at USA Lacrosse headquarters in Spark, Maryland. All 24 games this season airing live on ESPN platforms and the family of networks. Thanks to everybody involved with our show this evening on YouTube, all the athletes, coaches, and executives. We appreciate all the men and women in our technical crew, led by producer Jay Levy. For Courtney Martinez-Connor, I'm Joe Beninati. We cannot wait for this new season to begin. We share one more look at last summer when Athletes Unlimited was tearing it up for the first time.
There are 57 players in Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse.
What a great thing that these players have in Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse.
Execution.
That's you.
Ripping through it like a tornado. No, nothing is safe. And wherever we land, it's never gonna be the same no more. Tearing it up, throwing it down, taking over this town. Tonight we're making up new rules. Yeah, you know how we do.
Good stick check there.
Can't get enough, can't get enough. Tearing it up.
Yes, Katie! Great save by Benson.
Gonna treat the sun like it's never ever gonna come up again. Ain't no telling where we're going. Ain't no way they won't know where we've been. Tearing it up, throwing it down, taking over this town. Tonight we're making new rules. Yeah, you know how we do. Can't get enough, can't get enough. Tearing it up.
Behind the back. Hello, Hallie Majorana starts the league in style. Fortunato on a breakaway. Score!
You can basically look at any of these players, Joe, and say, I want them on my team.
This isn't your pretty pink umbrella in a drink night. This ain't your spaghetti strap little black dress night. All I'm saying is that you better get your game face on. Vodka Red Bull, make it strong. We're tearing it up all night long.
Keep it up, keep it up.
Waters makes the save. Trainer right on in. Forget about it.
Tremendous effort by both teams.
Kenzie Kent. Quick stick. Score! Arsenal! The overtime winner! Cummings inside. Point blank, she scores.